I want to talk to you for a minute about feeling stuck and trying to break out of what a lot of people on here call the system or the matrix. And if I was to try and relate it to my own personal life, it's having one form of life, one way of living your life, and trying to envision and create another way of life. And for me, it's learning how to start and run a business. Now, I've done it a couple times before. I had a little upholstery shop in my garage. I've done a bunch of random stuff. I've sold stuff online, and not really with any massive level of success. I did make some pretty good money with upholstery. I'm pretty decent at it. But during COVID, I got into video editing and things of that nature, and I wanted to do a YouTube channel, and it had to be this big grand thing, and I got stuck trying to learn how to do it, and I learned a lot. I wanted the videos to be perfect and all that, and now I've done all those things, and I'm sitting here with a ton of skills. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. I was always told when I was young that I could do anything I put my mind to, and that's been kind of a blessing and a curse, because I've done all kinds of stuff, but I've never really been able to laser focus and hone in on one thing. And I mean, I could for a period of time, but I just I don't know where in the fuck I want to go. I don't know what I want to do. I know that I want to push and pursue and something great, whatever great is. I compare my life to like guys like Steve Jobs and all these people that I even see on here that, like, man, I just watched this thing about Weston Champlin, and he just bought this like 200-acre four-wheel drive off-road facility, man. And I've been watching these guys, on YouTube, come from nothing. Ryan Upchurch, I watched him, when he had big old gap tooth, just talking shit online, and now he's a multi-platinum rap artist. And whether you like those guys or not, or about them, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that, like, I watch this stuff happen, and I'm just like, I look at myself and where I'm at, and I got a decent life, I got a good job, but if you're anything like me, do you want to work for somebody else for the rest of your life? And if no, what does that look like? I mean, what are you gonna do? What is there out there to do? And I mean, so that's really what this channel is. Michael does stuff. It's just gonna be me doing stuff, just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks, and not just to make money. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie and sit here and tell you that I wouldn't love to have a bunch of money and cars and big old house and stuff, but I want the full package, the whole shebang, And I guess if I was to try and give anybody advice, not that you guys really need to even listen to my advice, I'm just some 40-something dude sitting in the car about to go to the gym. But it all ties into, like, I'm just trying to, be a good human and do good things with my life so that I can positively influence my people, and, hopefully somebody out here, because I've derived a lot of inspiration from YouTube, and I've learned a lot from it, and so it's just me kind of chronicling my journey and trying to find my spot. So I guess if I was to give some advice, it's whatever the habits you have in your life right now, and maybe you're a little doubtful, just try new things, man. Because when we were young, we just did stuff, and we just pursued things that we were interested in. It was riding bikes or video games or building Legos, whatever the things were, we just fucking did them, dude. And, like, why did we stop doing that? Things happen in life. We're told, by everybody around us that, like, oh, you have to do it this way, or, you live in a city or in a society, and then, like, you kind of subscribe to that idea of this is just how it works. Get a job, pay your mortgage or your rent or your electric, and you just pay all these bills, get yourself a nice car, and, like, you just get in this rut where you build your life around that, and then you get stuck, like, because now you got to keep the job to keep the car and keep the house, and you know you got to try to carve out a little bit of time to pursue a hobby, and then you get tired from working 14-hour days, and you just it just creates these habits. And so I think a really big thing is just being able to shock the system up and being able to get out of those habits. And like, if you're fat and you don't feel good, like, it's gonna be embarrassing, but go to the dang gym. And if you're broke, and you had the great job but you lost it or anything like that, and if you haven't been able to tell, I'm kind of talking about my own situation. uh Take the hit on the chin and like go take the job that's given to you and try to be the best at that job you can be, and like work your way up, but never like just put all your eggs in that basket. Don't think that you can't do something better, man, because you can. I was a homeless drug addict living on people's couches, and dude, I broke into buildings, and I slept on park benches, and I don't have to do that now. And it really comes down to, but I changed some things, and it's because I was super uncomfortable. And that's another part of the problem, is that we get really comfortable, on a certain level, and we don't think that we have to do more. We just kind of sit in that, and I want to do more, and I want to do this, but our life is just comfortable enough to keep us right there. It's like, I found that when most changes I made in my life is when I was the absolute most uncomfortable. Like, I had no other way but to just do something that I just had to do it. I was gonna either like lose my house, or I was like, my car got towed, or my fucking motorcycle got towed, and it was just like, damn, I better do something, because like, oh, reality hit me in the face. But what I'm trying to do right now is figure out how to keep pushing forward without having to like fall flat on my nose to move forward. And that's challenging, man. But I'll tell you, in just the last couple years, especially after COVID, I turned into a shit show, and I almost lost everything. And I say lost it because not like it was like, oh, where did it go? It's like I stopped caring about doing the things that got me to that place, and I almost lost it, just gave it all away. And I since haven't. I still live in the same home. I lost a couple things. I lost the motorcycles. I lost a couple cars. I lost a couple people. A lot of people, actually, my whole life, like 180'd around. And and I don't really have a whole lot of people in my life right now, and it's by choice, because I really want to focus. And sometimes, we get to where we get a big host of friends, and we want to live up to other people's expectations, and that can also take away from what you're trying to do. And so I've eliminated most people in my life. It's like, if you don't have something to bring into my life of value, then I don't really care. Like, it's not my responsibility to carry anybody anymore. And I'm not saying that in the way that like I don't want to contribute into anybody's life either. Like, all hail me, bring me all the goodies. Like, fuck yeah, bring me goodies. But like, I understand it's a two-way street, and I'm a hard-working and hard-loving kind of guy, and I give to the people I love, and it's really important that we are that way. But also at the same time, we can't just let people take from us. And so I've eliminated a lot of people in my life, and it's so that I could focus on the goal. And like, your friends and all these people that are at a certain level, and maybe you fit in with them at a time. You don't have to stay there. If you feel a hunger for something else, you can let them go and move on. And there's going to be a period of time where you're lonely and you ain't got a lot of people around you, and it's okay, because you got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really knuckling down and doing the thing, then you can do a lot by eliminating distractions. I don't have social media anymore. Like, literally, YouTube is the only thing I got, and it's because I want to focus down on doing this and just seeing what it is. Like, can I create a funnel to a business, or what kind of fucking business can I do? Like, it's just trying different stuff. And so, like, I heard Gary Vee say, if you're stuck and you don't know what to do with your life, then that's a good thing. And it really resonated with me because he said that just try different stuff, just do something. You know, like I was saying earlier about being a kid, we just did stuff, and then we found out what our passions were, and then like as we grow older and we get in these ruts, we forget that shit, man. And so I'm excited to like be on this journey. A little nervous because I don't get on camera a lot, and y'all gotta look at my mug. But this is where it is, and I'm not sure how consistent I'm gonna post. I'm not even sure what the hell I'm gonna try to say, but I just wanted to take a minute and get on here and talk to you guys about where I'm at and what I'm trying to do here, and I hope that I resonate with somebody here. You know, because this is one of these downgrade days. I really didn't want to get up and go to the gym. I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna play a video game, and I was just like thumbing through fucking YouTube, and I'm like, man, I'm getting distracted, man. You know, is what I'm doing right now gonna get me to where I'm trying to go? Like, no. Is even talking to you gonna get me here where I'm trying to go? Like, I don't know. But I'm just being real with you guys, and don't ever give up on yourself, and always push towards something, some kind of goal. Like, don't just get stagnant, man, because that's where the depression comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not doing what you know you need to. That little voice that whispers in the back of your ear or the back of your head, just knowing that you got to do something, but not doing it. You know, you look at yourself in the mirror every day, and you're just this blob of fucking mess, and or you know, you haven't cut your hair in forever, or whatever it might be, man. You know the thing that you know about yourself that you could do better at, and you don't do it. That's what causes you to get fucked up in the head. So just get the fuck out there and do something. And I can just relate, like for me, being chubby and out of shape and things, and sitting around wishing and dreaming and hoping is what makes me spin my wheels and feel the worst. But when I'm out and I'm doing things and I get pushing towards my goals, I feel a lot better. You know what I mean? And so just do that. And you know, even if it's just doing some push-ups at home, or cleaning up your house a little bit more, or you know, you don't got a lot of money but you're tired of how you look, so just every now and then just go buy yourself a new little shirt. Put yourself around different groups of people. Stop trying to be comfortable and get in these echo chambers of people that are just going to tell you what you want to hear, like, oh, you're already great who you are, which is true on some level of you know, having some nuance with it, but like, also those people can keep you from being any better than what you are too, because you know, you've heard the term crabs in a bucket, man, and they'll pull you back down. You know, the minute you try to step away, what it does is it makes them uncomfortable because they have to look at themselves, especially if you step away and you start doing better than you were and you're like a completely different person, and they're like, they have to force themselves to interact with you differently, and they don't like that because it, you know, if you were chubby at one point and you were broke at one point, and then you get in shape and you're not broke anymore, and try to go around those old people and they're still that, it's like they have to look at themselves, and they're either gonna like cackle at you and like, oh, what are you greater than me? Hang the phone up on them fucking people immediately. Or they're gonna feel bad and like ask you how to do it and help me. And you know, being a good person, you might want to help them out a little bit, but that can take away. Like, maybe help them out, but then if you don't see that they have that motivation, then just cut them out, you know. And so anyway, I'm trying to keep this around 15 minutes because the algos say that that's probably, you know, between whatever. But I just, anyway, the algorithms don't really matter to me, but I am trying to keep it there just to see what happens. So anyway, just cut the people out, get in there, do the thing. You know, it could be freaking learning how to crochet and sell on Etsy. It don't matter, man. Just do something with your life besides just go in, grind every day, and pay the bills, and build somebody else's dream. And like, you know, I mean, I guess if you want to be an entrepreneur and work for a company and help build that company, because that's where I am. I'm doing that right now. But I put so much effort into a company. I've seen how much we've grown that I'm like, if I can do this here for these guys, I can do this for myself. And so just point be told, just don't give up on yourself. Do the different things that you want to do, the things that are whispering at you to do, and cut the people out that don't serve you. and that are keeping you from getting that thing that you want. And so anyway, this is Mike, and I'm out.